intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. And we are live today, and we just go with the flow. You don't know what's going to happen. We may have somebody show up and want to be on the show and hang out that door out there, and finally, Richard lets them in and then come in and talk to us. We used to do that when we were downtown. People would be walking by, and they'd be standing there and listening to the show outside on the sidewalk there, and sometimes it looked like they would be interesting to talk to. So I'd go out and say, "Hey, you want to come in and talk to us for a while?" And they were so excited to get to be on a radio show. They were out of town, or they're tourists, because downtown Conroe is very cool. It looks like a movie set, and it's got so many different interesting, the restaurants and the shops and all that. It's an interesting place. It's a little small town place, and but with big ideas. So anyway, but we were there, and we tried to capture the feeling of it there. Now we're far away from the center of that, but eventually we are going to be in a new home. Isn't that right, Richard?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not telling anybody. I kind of told everyone not to talk about it, but I mean, you kind of don't have anything else to talk about, so I guess.
Oh, well, you should have told me, shut up.
I did. I told everybody, I go, let's not talk about it until it actually happens, but I just want to make sure you guys are planning ahead, and there's going to be a disruption on the production side.
I've already got my luggage packed. It's ready.
Yeah.
It's
going to take you like a month to figure out that you're going to still come here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Of course. Because that was.
I mean, we're only doing it because of you.
Oh,
so I can get you parking.
Yeah, that's it. Handicap parking.
I got tired of hearing all the complaints from you, so it's like, you know what? I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I'm doing this so she could stop complaining. That's usually how I live my life. I don't like doing nice things. I just don't like hearing complaining.
The deal is it's not your fault. I mean, I don't blame you.
I know, but I'm the one that you tell every day.
Yeah.
So,
well,
and I get it. No, I get it. I sympathize with your complaints, but at one point you either just suck it up or you keep complaining. So you choose to keep complaining.
I came, and there was a parking lot right there in front of the door.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
Of course, people behind me start stopping because I have to make that big turn.
Yeah.
Like, okay, go, get out of here, girl.
Yeah, it's fun to park.
It is so much fun to park, and you just never know where you're going to get to park. But that walking from that parking garage here, has been really good aerobic exercise.
Yeah, walking.
Because my cardiologist said, Cindy, whatever you do, walk. Just walk. Go walk.
I try to tell you that.
Well, I do at the grocery store.
Sure.
And Walmart. That's where I do all my.
I mean, is that even safe?
Walking, huh?
Oh, that's funny.
And then I eat. No, I haven't had any kind of appetite at all, and I'm just dropping the weight. And I know you can't tell it. It's like a drop in the abyss. I know, and so, but it was. I'm in my
Good for you.
160s now.
Well, look at you.
Now, see how many women would admit that, you know?
I would say level-headed women.
No, I mean, you know, they don't like to talk about their weight or anything like that. So,
Well, who likes talking about their weight in general?
well, I mean, when you're losing it, it's okay, but it's like when you're gaining it, it's not fun to talk about at all.
Yeah.
But I'm on so many different meds right now. I just don't know.
Yeah, one thing I
I'm
love
gonna
about
do.
that scenario where people are on a lot of meds, it's like, do you know which ones are actually working?
Yeah, really,
like-
you should take these little pills are like.
I know.
big,
Well, I talk to
and
my
you're like,
parents all the time about that, and because they hit that age where they're, I don't know how many pills they're taking. I'm like, how do you know which ones are like not working? Is it only when like you lose feeling in your left arm or something? Like I feel.
Well, it's just your poor kidneys have
Oh.
the liver and the kidneys and all that have to work together to process them, and my mom would take a handful of vitamins. I mean, just pop them every day. And she went to the ER, and I said, "Is everything okay?" She said, "Well, how many pills does she take a day?" And I said, "They're vitamins." And she said, "Well, how many are those?" And I think they're about 10 or 12,
Yeah, see,
something like
that's-
that. I said, "That's so bad for her. That's you have to." You shouldn't do that. But would gummies count? You're not doctors, but I'm just wondering.
I think anything counts that you put in your body.
No, but I mean,
Anything counts.
no, but if it's in a capsule, would have to be processed one way. But
Yeah.
a gummy is just melts, and wouldn't that be better?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so we'll have to. My cardiologist is going to come on soon, and
That's
so
good.
We can
We actually get a real report.
Is she? Yeah, he didn't even know about the last time I went to the hospital. I have to tell him, but I do have a. I already told you about the appointment I've got for next Monday, but I'm not here Monday anyway. Yeah, so you don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I can't believe you did not see the Super Bowl game. I watched every minute of it.
That's boring.
I mean,
I don't know. I was way too tired. I had a great weekend, and then when I realized the Super Bowl is like 30% longer than a normal football game, I go, and I didn't really care who was playing, and I didn't care about the halftime show. I was like, I think I'm just gonna go home and go to sleep.
Well, you understand.
But I ate a bunch of food. That was good.
You had
We cooked. Yeah, we cooked some
that's why
delicious
you're
food.
so sleepy, because you ate so much food. But you do understand you would have had to have an interpreter sitting next to you while you watched the halftime show, because it was all in Spanish and there was no.
I love Spanish music though.
No, but there was no. I don't understand. We've got captioning, power. Why they didn't caption what he was singing about? Everything.
Well, I imagine if you watched on Telemundo, they would have captioned in English.
That's what I was watching, and it wasn't in English.
Oh, I can't help you there. I don't know.
I thought I was watching it said, the
It says
line.
speaking Spanish.
It's just, and I go, why is everybody speaking Spanish? What is this? And it's like,
Yeah, the guy's a Spanish singer, so yeah, it makes
yeah.
sense.
But I could have turned it to another show, and I would have heard English, or they would have spoken in English. But
Yeah, whatever.
it was just like so strange. I don't.
But that
I
doesn't
mean,
bother me. I love Spanish music.
Huh?
I listen to Spanish music every day, so I'm not.
You listen to it every day?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Well, I'm on a big Spanish kick.
Oh, are you dating someone that speaks Spanish?
I'm spending time with somebody that speaks Spanish, so it's.
Oh, well, okay.
And
well,
by
then there's a
chance, we
reason.
both like Spanish music, and we both like dancing, and it's fun.
So, I mean, I'm glad you're transparent about that. That there is a reason why you want to learn Spanish.
Yeah, plus the music's good. It's fun. I don't know what they're saying, so I'm kind of waiting for that time. I'm like, oh, play this song. I'm like, you know what this song's about? Nope.
Do you want to know how to say "I love you"?
No, I don't
Okay.
care.
All right, fine. I'll just keep it to myself. Or you could go like that. It would be fine.
But I know people are upset about the halftime show, which I don't really get, but whatever.
Why? Why wouldn't you get? Because you're waiting to see something that you can relate to, and you couldn't.
But it's not
relate.
like you didn't know Bad Bunny was not going to be or not performing. Like everyone knew he was performing.
I'd never heard of him before.
Yeah. So there you go. You got to know him. There you go.
And Note to self:
He speaks
turn the
Spanish.
channel. Yeah, it's
So
going to be Spanish.
you might like it, you might not. Who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares about me like him or not. But I was just shocked. But there was nothing else on TV, and so I thought, well, I'll just watch.
Oh
this
yeah,
and
having
see.
him as the performer was ingenious,
No, it
in my opinion. Yeah, well, because you have the football fanatics who are gonna watch football,
right.
no matter what. That's
Right.
what football people do. They'll put on any game at any time. If it's live, they're watching it. Because I grew up with those people. Like, you'd be watching the 10 a.m. game. Now, it's even worse when now they're going to, like, England and playing. So it's like at 6 a.m. it starts. And you watch football from 6 a.m. all the way till, 11 p.m. People do that. But then you got those people who are already dedicated. Who cares? They don't care about halftime shows. But they're going to watch it because that's the only football game on. And then I saw friends of mine who don't give a lick about football. But they're going to watch it for the halftime show.
Yeah, and
Which
and
is
the
so
commercials.
strange. Which is strange to me, but it's like, all right, yeah, you don't have to watch it live. You can just watch it on YouTube afterwards. Like, why make a point of like, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl only for the halftime show?
Well, everybody, that I
I mean, it's
hung
just
out
a
with were
concert.
in TV. They wanted to see the commercials and see what they did, and so
Yeah.
they could steal something from them and use it in their commercials. So, I didn't see anything great about the commercials at all.
I don't really remember any of the commercials.
The
I think I saw the Ben Stiller one, which I thought was humorous, but I didn't understand who the other guy was. He's like singing on a stage, and Ben Stiller like jumps off something and crashes and keeps falling, and it was about Instacart. I got that,
Okay.
but I didn't know who the other fellow was because I was like, oh, is he a singer or something? And then I was like, it's still funny. I still got the message. Mm-hmm. Like, you get to pick your produce with Instacart.
Oh, that was what it was
Which
about.
made me think of because that's everyone's number one complaint when you get the DoorDash things for groceries, like, oh, they didn't pick a good apple or whatever. So it got me when I saw that ad. I go, I wonder how they do that. Do they just take pictures and send it to you? So you got to be paying attention while your shopper is shopping for you. And what's next? We're gonna have body cams
No, but
on the shopper, and it's like live
cam would be
feed.
good.
Tune into the live feed,
Yeah.
and then like, oh, he didn't wash his hands. Oh my gosh. But
Because they ask you, are you going to let us give you something else if this isn't in stock?
Yeah.
And I never said, no, I want that. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And don't give me anything. And
yeah.
so I don't want to. They do try and call, and they say, hey, this is Skippy. I'm on my way, and
Yeah.
I'll be there in just a few minutes.
they're having fun, I guess. But then again, it gets to that point where the effort going into, or the time it saves to get someone else to do it, you're spending some of that time paying attention to that person doing it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, why don't you just go to the store?
I love sitting there as long as I have time, and because it's usually a crunch. You've got to have this in by this amount of time to get it
Yeah.
by this amount of time, and so I'm going like, oh, they're so pressuring me.
It's great
to do this.
Whatever.
And HEB is like 5 minutes down the street, and I could go do it myself. But I just didn't feel like this weekend. I just slept and slept and slept. And
I didn't. I did the complete opposite.
And what I know, and what's so bad is that it's just not fair. I watch Fox News
We know.
to get the latest and
Oh, yeah.
and best analogy or whatever of the
You don't even
different
know what
things
you're
that are going
watching.
on.
Yeah.
But so they have squeezed every ounce out of this, Nancy being, the one that's was kidnapped.
Okay.
And is this somebody?
Yeah. Let's see.
Is this the guest?
I don't know. Let's see who it is.
Okay. Don't wave. Everybody wave.
Let's see
Okay,
who
hang
he
on.
is.
We have a mystery guest coming in.
How y'all doing? Conroe City Councilman, remember him that's running for city council up in here, come to check on everything, see what's going on.
Look at that.
Hi, I'm Cindy Cochran.
Miss Cindy Cochran, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How's
You're doing
everything
good.
going with this?
Everything's good.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing good.
Hey, we
Here, I'll give you my card and we can get you on.
want your card. We're gonna come on over here and we're gonna live liven this up down at this courthouse. It's too dead and dry down here. We're gonna liven it up down here. Man, we come down through here, been up here many days.
There we go.
Somebody walking in down here. You got the old Conroe Press down here, old line. Them on line right there.
Yeah, we're here. We're live right now.
Live, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then. I don't want to invade on y'all what y'all got going on, but I just want to step in and represent myself.
I love it.
I'm running for Conroe City Councilman.
You are
We're coming
good.
downtown down here to take care of some business that
I love
needs
it.
to be taken care of.
Okay, that's a good attitude,
Oh, yes,
and
ma'am.
that's what we need.
Okay,
So,
that's a good
is this your
attitude.
partner over
Oh,
here?
that's my wife right there.
Oh, that's your wife. Okay, okay. She's.
That's Miss Jill right there.
I don't know if
Miss
she's
Jill
trying to get into
O'Neal.
to warn
No,
us.
I didn't mean to invade, but you gotta get us on one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave you my information. Reach out.
It'll be
Hey,
fun.
look us up on the Conroe Press now. We got a Facebook page.
I love it.
Look
All right,
up.
let's get you on.
Yeah,
All right.
help each other out. That's right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, let's
Go
Greg
ahead.
Cochran, your brother.
What?
You getting to the Cochran?
Yes.
Who you getting to Greg? You know Greg Cochran?
Greg Cochran, no, I know, but
You don't know him?
yeah,
You getting to
Oh, we're
the
still
Cochran?
doing this.
yeah. But the Cochrans were part of this community
Yes,
for a
ma'am.
long time.
They was. I'm 63,
Yeah.
and I remember this. I know the whole story about this community. I remember when it come from 2-lane streets.
From two Layton streets.
2-lane streets to 4 lanes, right out here, like you're going into Navasota.
Yeah,
You know about it. It was
I know.
2 lanes, all bushes and woods and all that good old stuff back then. We were coming up.
it's good you got history about it as well.
And Conroe really have grown, and I like the growth.
Oh, yeah,
But we're gonna have to be smart about how we growing Conroe. We
right.
gotta Make some of these builders pay their fair share of this money right now. What's running around here? They gonna make money. So let the citizens breathe a little bit. We're gonna have to knock down some of this high budget spending we done around here.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Unserved communities that's over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
We'll talk about it.
Hey, thank you.
okay, okay, all right. You be careful. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Well, it's fun.
That was interesting. I mean, that's what being live is.
Yeah.
I like that. We used to do that all the time. Take them off the street and say, "Come on in, let's talk to you. Who are you?" And it was fun. And we used to take phone calls. Remember those days?
Yeah, I remember those days.
Well, you know, I thought it was fun, even if they didn't like anything we were doing, or they were mad about something and they just started saying bad words or whatever. I thought it was fun to not know what was to say. Hi, this is
Oh,
Cindy
because
Cochran.
you had something in common with them.
Yeah, I was see how I can relate to this
Yeah.
person.
I don't know what's going on. I love it.
Yeah, he just walked in.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Well, I
So-
thought it was could potentially be your guest that we had scheduled today, but then I was like, oh, I guess he's not.
I think he would have sat down and had a conversation with us, but it could have gone overtime because
Yeah.
I think he had a lot to say, and so, we need to be able to.
Yeah, people get riled up
Properly
about the local
advertising.
politics here. It's been entertaining.
Oh yeah,
That's
would be.
that's another good thing I hope about the move is we get away from that.
Well, it's like the most interesting thing to talk about. But anyway, so as I was saying right before he came in, is that it's just not fair how long and how dedicated I am to listening to Fox News and finding out all that's going on. And then I leave the house and I'm listening to the radio now,
Okay.
and they find images of someone who had been at that house. They just released it.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm still trying to figure out, like, does everyone just love a good kidnap story? Is that
No,
what
I mean,
this
it's
Like a
they're
ransom
so
story?
Few and far between is
Yeah, that is true.
is kidnap stories because and I can remember all of them except the baby from who's the guy that flew and his child was kidnapped, and
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was too long ago. But anyway, like Frank Sinatra's kid, and they found him. I mean, he was okay, but a lot of times you just feel like they're going to take the money and run. And they kept saying, "Well, you can't give them the money until they give you proof of life of your mom." But they were getting so desperate they just
The whole story didn't
make sense.
The timeline, a lot of stuff didn't make sense to me. But then again, it's like in today's news world, no one knows. No one's doing official reporting.
Well, and
it's like, oh no, she didn't talk to the FBI before the kidnappers called, and then now they have a ransom, and now the FBI is involved, and I'm like, so how long has this been going on? Like
a week. It seems like.
Well, no,
2
like
weeks.
that's what I'm saying. But like, with the way the timeline was made it sound, was like, oh, this is going on for like 2 months, and they finally just got the FBI involved.
I know, and they just keep going over and over the little bit that they know and try and make something of it.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. But with the images now, I couldn't see the images because I was on the radio, and I thought, oh man, now I got to go home and rewind everything.
You're in it. You're in the story.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, once you dedicate that many hours to listening to this, to listening to it, and I just hope she's okay, but it just doesn't seem like it's possible if she had as many things wrong with her as I had,
Yeah.
and all the she didn't have all her medication with her, and that they're sure that she didn't. But I mean, they could have taken her to a hospital and said, "We got to keep you alive, so let's put you in this hospital and you let them take care of you, and then whenever they want to hear your voice, we'll hold the phone up to
pretty
it."
wild.
It was really sad, and everybody had their theories that were flying and all the stuff that was going on, but the FBI said, "Okay, so we're going to offer a reward of $50,000 to someone that gives us any kind of hints." Are you going to find a picture of it? Can you find a picture of it on the web? On the web.
Yeah, I found
on the
it.
www.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Oh, there he is.
He's
He
suited
is.
up.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
He has a gun in one hand, or does he? Is he? They said there was something flashing from his mouth, like it, and they were trying to figure out what it was, where the light came from that caused it to look like. So now they're gonna find out about his shoes. He had unusual shoes, and so they were gonna.
There you go.
Start tracking that. So now they have something, a little bit.
But again, like when I read this kind of stuff, it's like, how did they not know this before?
That they had these pictures?
Yeah.
I don't know if because the ring thing was pulled off the wall, and so they thought they didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how they found this out.
Now we know the ring cameras work no matter what.
They've got every FBI agent that was ever there coming up to say hi. They have a new TV show now, series about you're being recorded.
Okay.
And so it's all the things that people do coming up, and trying to steal packages and stuff, and it blows up with the powder, and those are fun. I mean, I enjoyed watching.
Well, porch pirates are real. Porch pirates are real.
I know, and they are so blasé about it.
Yeah.
They go up and they're not like trying to hurry and get away. They just pick it up and like it was delivered to them. And I got when I was at Willis, and we were really like in the trees and the forest, is that I had a Ring camera on every angle of that house, even out in the, because we had a long driveway. So I had them on the trees, and so that we could take pictures of that. And it was so much fun. I could never figure out how to call it up on my phone, but the kids could. They say, "All right, show me what we just saw," and how many birds flew into the camera. The birds would fly into the camera like all the time, and it was sad. Or you would turn it on, and there'd be two eyes, like some animal that was looking at you, and they were already gone. But it was interesting, and so I thought this is a good idea for a show, because it is funny how many people slip and fall, and they say they're okay. We're going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. I can't believe you got this stuff all over me. They just stole their package, and they were saying, I'm going to sue you. So anyway, but I hope that she is able to come home. I hope that they get her to come home. And the way they were doing the videos that Savannah Guthrie was doing, it was they were saying every time they would come on, it got worse and worse. You could tell they don't sleep or how upset they are. And she said, listen, we just want our mom back, and we just want to celebrate her. And if you just do that, that would be fine. And they quit saying, I'm going to pay you, because I think they realized that she wasn't there anymore. And so where she is, and different stories would come out like every day. Like she was dropped off from her daughter, dropped her off, and she went through the garage, and then that she came back out again because she was going to be picked up by one of her friends, and they were going to watch church online or something like that. And that was what they were going to do, and she never showed up, and so they started calling the kids. It wasn't didn't show up at church, and they called. It was because she didn't go to this meeting that she had with her friends, that they were going to watch church online. So you see, I know so much more than I need to know about it, and but it's really interesting because we have not had a kidnap. Now, the FBI are feeling like all the ransom notes were fake, because they started out with millions and millions, and then they settled on 6 million. And they thought that was such a weird number to come to, that's what they wanted. But I thought, how do you trade, if you're going to pay the money and they don't have a proof of life, you'll never get the money. They should have kept that lady,
who knows?
Totally healthy.
Who knows?
Well, I mean, that was like the whole point, because, the FBI was telling them, you shouldn't pay. If you don't have proof of life, if you're not sure she's alive, then you can't pay. You're just going to have to, negotiate something like, let me have her and I'll give you $25.40. But it was really sad. And I just hope this guy is part of the deal, and he's not someone who's there trying to fix the telephone, and they find out that he has nothing to do with it.
It's probably ICE.
Yes. Poor ICE.
No, I think like a lot of stuff in this scenario, this doesn't make sense. It's weird. And so I'm curious to see what does the result of, but
yeah, because she couldn't believe that they sent the letter to TMZ of all.
Well, that's one way to get the word out.
Well, but if you're gonna kidnap somebody, you would want to keep it between you and the family.
Maybe. I don't. Are you a professional kidnapper?
No, I mean, I've watched all these shows where they kidnap somebody, and they say, if you get a hold of the police, then we're going to kill them, and that kind of stuff. And so this is what got me. Now, I do believe I've told the story about getting scammed.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did the guy have me do?
Bitcoin.
And so was this.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
They wanted them to put the money in this Bitcoin at a Circle K, and that's where I went, was to a Circle K.
You got it.
And I thought, this is so strange, because they...
God, Cindy.
It is. I mean, how could you not think that was just relatable? I mean, there I was feeding that Bitcoin machine that was supposed to be connected to Washington, D.C., and keep my money safe, and feeding it $100 bills for $16,000. And all these workers and everybody that's passing me by going, what is she doing? What is it? And the poor guy that worked there kept doing like this to me while I was feeding this money into this machine. And finally, like, I stopped and I said, what are you trying to tell me? He said, you're never going to get your money back. Never. And I'm just trying to tell you that people come in here and they feed that thinking they're going to get their money. They never get it. So if I were you, I'd stop right now. And I went, thank you very much. And so then I walked out the door, and the guy calls me that had been telling me where to go and all that. And he said, hey, I'm missing. I just count that you did everything but $1,200. You got to do all the money. You got to put all your money in there. So I said, I'm sorry. I'm going to go home and take a nap. And that's what I did.
That's a great excuse.
That's what I did, but it's just...
At least you weren't kidnapped.
No. Oh, they would have thrown me back. They would have gone like, you know what? I don't think there's anybody that's going to come for you. I just wonder if the Conroe police are still looking for the guy, because they took all the information and took it back to the station and said, okay, now we got to figure out if we can catch this guy. Stupid. But I learned a lesson.
Yeah, you did.
Don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Don't call Amazon and have them transfer you to the felony department. That's how I got hold of this guy. That he has somebody there that whatever somebody, this happened, then you got to call. You got to call the felony department. So, anyway, so it was a eventful weekend for me. Anyway, I mean, I got to find out all that stuff because watching the news the whole time.
Yeah.
But it didn't make me really feel any better. I almost called you and said, we're going to do shows this week. Yes.
I don't pay attention to
I'm glad
to the news.
You don't care. You don't care. No, it was, but I think I got caught up in my sleep.
Good.
For sure.
No,
So-
the whole thing with the news, especially in the past 10 years, it's just, you just don't, I don't know, it's not constructive. It's just kind of like, we're just going to say things and then maybe it's true, maybe it's not. We don't really have sources. It's just like, yep, here we go. Because when that kidnapping, the first, right when I saw they had that camera footage that we just showed, my first thought was, oh, no one's going to ask that Ring or Nest or whatever company is really storing your data without you knowing. No one's going to question that.
Well, you know that they're storing it. I mean,
well, because that's what they originally said was they didn't pay the subscription, so they didn't get backups. It was a live feed basically. You don't have unless you set up a local backup, and that's why they didn't have any footage.
Oh, to rewind back to.
Yeah,
So
but now when so that's why it took a week and whatever later. It was I guarantee you the FBI was talking to the company of we know you have it.
Yeah.
We know you have this data.
Yeah.
And you don't want people to know that you have it because you told them you weren't doing it.
Ah. Oh, that's a very good point.
Yeah. So I started laughing when I saw that. I was like, yeah.
that's a very good point.
Yeah, no, it's one of those unique scenarios where it's yeah, well, we're trying to help, but we told people we don't record them when they don't pay that subscription fee. But clearly they are.
That is interesting. Do y'all have a Ring at your house?
No, we have something else. We have private security.
I was like AT&T.
No, we set it up ourselves. My brother and I did.
You set it up yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you whispering now?
No, I'm not.
Why are you?
I don't want people knowing what I have at the house.
They don't know where you live. They don't care where you live.
Yeah, they do. Everyone. No, I'm just kidding. No, we My brother does that for a living for companies.
He does?
Yeah. He does all security IT stuff, and that's part of the package if you want. It's all in-house, so you don't have to go through, like,
Yeah.
a ring or anything. You can just...
And they send somebody immediately, right? They send if it's connected to that company.
Well, it's not like an alarm. It's a security system, so it's just camera stuff. So all your camera stuff is stored locally, and if you want to access it through the web, there's a portal. But like it's all your stuff's local. You don't.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
So if you need footage, you can literally get footage right now and not have to call anybody. You just go to your house and log in.
Well, it was funny because the Ring that I had, it automatically was storing it because we go back and was laughing at,
Yeah.
watching stuff. So
They're all set up differently.
that was when they first came out. Because I mean, when Ring
Because there's definitely cloud services they
issues,
do.
yeah.
No, I'm saying like because like you can be at a restaurant and you get a notification on your phone, someone's at your front door.
Oh, what if, that's... Well, Maddie is she's
Yeah.
our security system because she goes nuts when somebody comes to the door, and she just continues to bark until you open the door, and I say,
But,
okay, say, oh, hi, Maddie.
Luckily for me, we have a gate. We have a gate in front of the property, so you can't really just walk up unless you really want to jump a fence. So the odds of that happening are lower because
So your house
they'll
is
just go next door.
in a real closed community. That's
A
what,
gate within a gate within a gate.
and it doesn't automatically open if you have a,
Nah.
you know,
I mean, you
some-
can get in the first gate. That's not hard to get into. You just wait. But like we have a gate in front of the house.
That's awesome. I cannot stand what they did in this neighborhood. The glass person, whoever sold the doors, and it has that wavy, like
Yeah, you can't tell.
you can't tell. I
Yeah, I get you.
hate that. I'm going to get a black curtain and put a rod up over it. So it just makes me sick. I can't stand it because on the two sides it has two windows that with a
Yeah.
blind, and you can open that up and see who it is. But I don't know. Man, there's so many things with the house, and if your husband's not there to go like, that's fake. Don't
Yeah.
even think about it. Don't answer the phone. Don't do that. And I know you and Chad said y'all call. I'll call
Yeah, I
y'all.
told you that. I told you to call me. Whenever you don't know what's happening, you can call me,
She's
and then I could be like, "What are you bothering me about?"
oh no, I would make you so mad. I would make you so mad. They told me though. They said if anything that you're going to pay for is over $500, then you call first. Don't.
That's
do
what I
it.
told you. I didn't say 500. I said over 100.
Oh, they said 500.
I said 100 because knowing you, you'd be buying a bunch of Girl Scout cookies or something, and you're getting got.
No, I don't talk to anybody anymore. And the Medicare and all those people call me constantly, and I say, I'm sorry, I don't do Medicare business over the
Yeah.
phone. And that's what Sam started telling everybody. I don't do this kind of business over the phone. You write me a letter. And
I'm not. I'm the same way. I did that with my 300 ring because they kept texting me, and I'm like, I don't give money over text messages, guys. Like, I'm sorry.
well, I know I've made.
I don't do this. Like, how is there any other way? And they're like, oh well, this is really the only way. I'm like, no, there's not. There's always another way.
Well, is there? Did the police department call you? The state troopers call you for donations to get them body armor and?
No, I get a lot of phone calls because of I have the same name as 3 other dicks. And so I'll get a lot of phone calls about property, about donating to, the Smithsonian and all that kind of stuff. And then and it's funny because they're always wild. It's just like you bought a list.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we realize you have this property for sale. And I'm like, yeah, what do you... What do you think? I'm thinking 15 million right now, and I could go to this Bitcoin machine, put in the 15 million.
So at Circle K.
But no, those are the kind of calls I get, and it's entertaining, but it's also.
Well, Sam would get mad because I'd answer him and just sit there and breathe, and then finally he told me, he says, you know what? They're trying to keep you on the line as long as possible so they can get they're garnering information for themselves, and so you're not making them mad or anything. And I said, well, when the girl starts saying, hi, Cindy, this is Elsie.
Yeah.
So happy to talk to you. How are you doing today?
But you get, I get
there
like
you go.
at least 3 phone calls like that a day.
You do?
Spam calls, yeah. It's annoying. But then
It
again,
is.
it is what it is.
But don't you understand why God said that he hates liars? He hates people who lie.
That's because he's a hateful guy.
And so there's a reason for it, because now look at all the people that you have to dismiss because you can't believe them. I mean, you see how they lie, and that they're able to, manipulate the truth.
What was always interesting to me was when I was in college, one of the jobs a lot of people would get while going to school was working for the school to do soliciting donations for ACU. And I always thought that was really interesting because that's, like when you go to the bulletin board, like looking for a job and you're what, like 18 or whatever. And it was always one of the top ones because you could easily get it because no one wanted to do that.
And they go knock on doors?
Well, they just do phone calls. And
just phone calls?
Yeah,
Oh.
and so my friends who did it, it was really interesting to hear their stories about, trying to solicit donations for the school.
What people would say to them?
Oh, yeah, because I get them, and I always enjoy talking to them.
You just... I just always...
I'm like, did I go there?
Loved.
Did I go there? And they're like, oh, yeah, we have you down here. I'm like, oh, do I owe money? No. I'm like, well, why are you calling me?
Sam would just love whenever people come to the door and want to talk about religion and want to invite you to church and all that stuff. And he just loved it because I'd invited them in and I said, yeah, y'all sit down. And okay, so tell me what it is that you actually believe. And they start telling me. I said, well, but if you looked at this verse, and they go like, wait a minute, do you go to church already?
I can't. I already can't handle people like that.
They can't. They go like, okay, well, thank you very much. I'm so glad that you're covered, you're protected, and all that. Goodbye. They didn't want to talk to you.
Whatever.
But it was so fun. So like, they said, it's a shame we couldn't.
People like to put their stuff on you.
No, they said, you would be great doing this. You go up and knock on the door and talk to him about this because you know a lot about this. You need to do this. Mm-hmm. I went, no. Yeah.
No, I think my favorite was I was on a vacation in Charleston, and I was with a significant other at the time, and we're just sitting there enjoying our meal outside on like the front porch of a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was overlooking this square that had, Charleston has a lot of history to it. And we were just like sitting shoulder to shoulder, just chatting, looking and talking. And this guy walks by and he all of a sudden starts talking about the statue that was in front of us that was like 20 yards away. Uh-huh. He's like, do you know who that statue is? And I just go, nope. And I don't really care. And he's just like, well, just to let you know, that guy owned so many slaves. Like just basically started dogging the dude. And dogging, like in the sense, and I even asked him, I was like, so are you just telling people who are visiting about not visiting? Like, do we not need to be here? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like, clearly you live here. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't get what you're trying to tell me, man. Like,
he was trying to do like a little tourist guide.
Yeah, but everything was negative.
Oh, it was?
And I was like really negative. Like, he's like, the oppression this town caused, all the people, the amount of people they killed. I'm like, okay, yeah, this town's pretty old. It's seen some wild stuff. I mean, that used to be like a pirate dock. So it's like, yeah, I've had some crazy stuff went out down to Charleston.
But now the Charleston was interesting?
What?
Was Charles with you? Who
No,
did you go with?
That's one of significant other, just unnamed lady. But it was really interesting to me. I was like, this guy literally is spending 15 minutes out of his day just to tell me something that, like, okay, I'm sorry this happened to you. That you're in this terrible place. But,
Well,
and that
like
even happened like last night. I was working at the alley, and this team, they started talking politics, and when I go by and check on things, and I go overhear them, they're like yelling at each other, and I'm like,
oh no!
I'm sitting there going like, man, is this really the place to do it, guys?
You have to break it up.
No, I thought I was sitting there, had to keep an eye on it, because one guy was straight up just wouldn't drop it. And the other guy was trying to be as cordial as possible. He's like, hey, man, like, we agreed we weren't going to talk about this. Like, we're bowling. I'm like, you keep bringing it up. You're the one bringing it up. He's getting, you're in a cult. You're in a cult. And I really wanted to go up to the guy the guy was yelling at. Like, the guy who was trying to keep it calm down. But, like, I wanted to, like, lean over it. Like, so what cult are you in? How do I get into this thing?
See, and you were
There, I
drawn
said
in.
it. I said you were in a cult. I said it, and I mean it.
Oh,
He was really funny, and I was like, man, people are really going at it these days.
they need more to do. My
Yeah.
dad always said, people do stuff like that. They really need more to do. They need to be busier. They need to
Yeah.
go to work.
Well, that's an unfortunate thing with the politics today. It's really abrasive, and it's just too much. Like because now even that, like the halftime show should show everybody how comical it is. It's like it's a halftime show, guys. It's not. This isn't a culture war. Like, have you seen how stupid the halftime show is? Like in general,
Oh yeah.
it's just an entertainment. It's all it is.
What did you learn from J-Lo's?
Yeah, I'm like, what are we?
Show.
Why are we getting so worked up about this? Like,
Yeah. I know. Well, but
and it's
At least-
ironic that it's during a football game. That's what I like. They've done such a good job marketing the Super Bowl. It's like we get so many people watching. We just gotta piss everyone off. It's so great. Like the decision making's genius.
well, I think if they've gotten a lot of blowback from the fact that no one knew what they were saying. And it's
Yeah,
like,
but that's
why,
just. I mean,
why
that's
did
just.
you do something like that?
I would. Who cares?
Well, because
I mean, you had Kendrick Lamar last year. I didn't know what he was saying. But apparently it was about Drake or Puff Daddy or something. I'm like, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was trying to explain it to me. And I'm like, whoa, there's like a story arc here. There's like I had to watch the Super Bowl to understand this story. Like, what is going on?
well,
But yeah, I think it's just who cares?
well, I mean, I sure did. It was just annoying.
Well, my favorite was the Turning Point folks. Like, we're gonna have our own halftime show.
and they did.
And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, why even call it your own halftime show? Just say like, hey, we're gonna put on a concert. It just happens to be on the same time as the Super Bowl. I mean, that's so weird to me.
well,
But then again, it's like, I guess you got to do whatever you do to get views, and that's how you can. I mean, that's so stupid to me. But then again,
well, Craig Gutfield,
whatever you can do to get views, I guess.
Craig Gutfield said, "Okay, I've had it with all these Super Bowl shows. A little kid watching all these things, and not one time have they ever had a Jewish Super Bowl halftime show." And I'm gonna bring this up to some people. This is ridiculous. They need to do that, and they're all laughing at it. And I went, that could be the starter. Someone like that talk about it, and he's kidding. I mean, you can tell he's joking, but it's true. I mean, they want to give that whole show. That's great.
I mean, think about the marketing. Again, it's genius because it's all about football, but it's not. And people watch it for the commercials, which is like the opposite of while you're watching football, what do I want not to see? Commercials.
Right.
Like, I want to watch football.
But if they want to draw
now
in,
they get people only wanting to watch the commercials or watch the halftime. I'm like, when do you start inflating the opposite of what you're really selling is football to the point where no one cares about football. And then it's just like this own, like, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow the Super Bowl ruins football. Because people who like football are like, I don't really want to watch it.
Did it go faster than normal?
I didn't watch it.
I know, but I mean,
quarter.
did your friends say it really was?
No. Well, unfortunately for us, like, I didn't really care who won.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that, like, oh, I really want this to happen. I'm going to root for this team. So I didn't have that motivation to pay attention. Now, if the Texans are in it, yeah, I probably would definitely do my best to watch the whole thing. But I didn't really.
Well, that would have been so much fun. And they said, now I've heard from different people that the Texans could be a contender next year. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, it could be. If C.J. Stroud doesn't screw the pooch again and again and again and again.
Okay, well that was a good.
Well, I mean, he really kind of like almost single-handedly ruined it.
The Texans?
Yeah, like almost single-handedly with his
Have
mistakes.
they replaced him?
No. He's a good quarterback. It's just one of those bad games after bad. Like, he just did a lot of mistakes and prevented. Because the thing in football, the trouble with football is being able to do all the parts well as a team. Because there's so many differences going on in the team. So when you have like the Texans have like a solid defense, like one of the best defenses. So you would hope the offense would counter that and make it better.
Right.
But unfortunately, they didn't. And so it was just kind of like, man, that stinks. One year we had the best defense ever, but we also had like the crappiest offense. So we couldn't really have that combination of like an undeniable win.
Well, what I could not understand is that
because like the Seahawks had everything.
The Patriots would the guy gives him the ball, and he runs straight into this group of Seahawks they're all grouped up together. Nothing's going on out here, but he runs right into them, and they drop him immediately.
Yeah.
And they did that so many times. Are you not looking, from side to side? Are you? And
well, you have to understand you're on the field, so you can't see everything as clear as we can see it.
yeah.
And then you also have a game plan.
But
So there's a call. The call is like, hey, you got to run up this path. This is where you're going. Because if you try to deviate from that, you can make mistakes. Like, you drop a ball or the quarterback is off by a second or whatever. But it's also up to the quarterback to determine, we can't, that hole's not going to work. They're going to cover that hole. And then you can call an audible, but if you don't call it, you got to follow through the game plan. Like, that's where you're supposed to run.
Oh, well, it just
So you can't, it's
did
not
not
as
make sense
It's
to
not
me.
as easy as you'd think would be to pivot to the side because you're on the ground floor. You can't see all that motion. You're not jumping up and looking over and trying to see where you can go.
But the quarterback sees that
He's the
there's-
last person who can see it
right
to
and all these
change the
people
play.
Are just waiting for him to
Yeah,
give it
but I
to
mean,
somebody. And
if your
they're gonna
O-line's
drop
good, you're good.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
You
it's
feel
sports.
like-
It's fun.
but
But tomorrow you're going to have a special guest. We're going
Oh.
to talk about the Shriners Cook-Off coming up in April.
oh yeah, let's do it.
And then we're going to talk about what else is going over there in Willis.
in
so-
Willis, what's happening in Willis?
Yeah. Kimberly's coming back into the studio.
Oh, to talk about.
Yeah,
when-
the Shriners Cook. How are you?
Wait. Oh, she's going to talk about it
Yeah.
because she's the one that's doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Together. Okay.
There you go. Oh, look, it's all coming back.
It's all coming back now. The fog is lifting. Yes. Good. So that's for next.
That's tomorrow.
I
And
thought
then-
tomorrow we're playing
And Thursday, it's going to be the kids
the kids.
who are doing.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, if folks didn't know, there's I think it's AKJ. We'll put information out about
Yeah.
it. But they made a small mini-series
A mini
that they're
series, yeah.
releasing soon.
Right.
And it's locally produced. It's by kids from Montgomery County, and it's about high school, and it's all directed and edited and acted by local kids and some adults who play parents.
And the name of it is Back Row.
Back Row. The Back Row. Yeah, it's going to be really good. It's going to be on Thursday's show.
Yeah. And so tomorrow's Marilyn.
No.
You said tomorrow?
Kimberly.
I mean, wait.
Here we go. We'll talk about this.
Okay.
And we're having a senior moment again.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
please.
it's good. I'm glad I do this every day with you.
Okay. So Kimberly is tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. What's her last name?
Spirit.
What?
Spirit.
Spell it.
Like spirit, like cheer
Oh,
spirit.
Spirit. I wonder if she was a cheerleader. Kimberly Spirit.
All right.
Okay, I can't wait to talk to her because there's got a lot of good stuff going on that's going to be happening. And you don't want to miss it because you're always looking for something to do on the weekend. This is the place to be. Come find out. All right, now, are we signing off now? Okay, I got that. Okay. First responders, thank you so much for everything you do. We appreciate you. We really do. We're so glad that you're here. And thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you so much. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Love you, and call somebody you love.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any